Hey, I hope you're doing well. So I'm officially like really getting into kind of a match season now. I'm playing two matches this week, and I played one last week. And part over the years, as I've kind of dipped in and out of match play modes, and I've gone kind of hard into like videos and coaching, and then emerged a little bit like 6 months later, a year later, and been like, oh, I want to play matches again. The hardest part for me has always been getting back my leg, like my legs underneath me, like my leg strength and like foot speed, and also getting back my heart, meaning like when you don't play tennis for a long time and then you go out and you try to play at high intensity, getting back my ability to like control my heart rate and like be used to my heart rate being high and elevated without getting out of control, and also being able to physically like calm down again after getting it really high. Those were always kind of struggles for me as I dipped in and out of match play. And I'm coming to the point now where I'm almost a year into road cycling. And honestly, I never in a million years thought that I was going to be really into it. I was curious, but I didn't have any expectation that I was going to be a fan. And I'm really turning into a big fan. And the reasons why are A, it gets my legs strong, like much stronger than I would have expected. It's much harder, like physically, hills in particular, than what I would have expected. B, it gets my heart really really going, and I also love that I can watch my heart rate, and I can really kind of control my effort level and try to kind of manipulate my heart rate to either keep it really really high, or if I want to, I can do intervals and practice, like getting it super high and then letting it calm down. And three, I really like cycling because it's no impact. Like there's zero impact at all, which I feel like every collision that I can save my body between my feet and the earth, I feel like just gives me another click like on the odometer down the road. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now. And so those things I feel like it's kind of a trifecta, like the leg strength, the heart rate training, the no collision, like the low impact. It's basically zero impact. Is really awesome. And I want to encourage you, not necessarily get into cycling, but to find something on the side. And this is kind of my big idea for you today. Find something on the side that you find just generally like intrinsically interesting and kind of like engaging, like you kind of like doing it, helps with your leg strength and helps with your heart conditioning, and ideally also is also low impact. Now that third one is tough, to be honest. The only other one I'm really, well, no, there's a couple others. Rowing. If you check out the Concept rower, like stationary rower, checks all those boxes like really really well. Swimming checks all those boxes. You could do stationary bike as well. Like, it doesn't have to be actual road cycling. So there's other options. Find something, and even if it's not low impact or no impact, like other ideas. Speed rope, it's awesome for legs and heart. Box jumps, awesome for legs and heart. What else? I think I had something else in mind. Stuff like burpees, like body weights. Like you could do like a circuit of those three things: speed rope, box jumps, burpees, leg strength, also upper body strength for burpees and heart. Find something. Find some kind of body weight circuit or some other activity like swimming or rowing. Another one is hill sprints. Now that doesn't do low impact. Like unfortunately, like you're gonna have the pounding there. You're gonna get clicks off your odometer doing interval sprints, hill sprints or running. Hill sprints, at least you're not going out for like an hour, an hour and a half. Like you can get a really hard sprint interval workout in like 20 minutes. If you do 20 minutes of interval sprints, man, you're killing it. Like legs, awesome. Heart, awesome. The only downside is that, you've got the collision, you've got the impact with your body. But my suggestion for you today is to experiment taste and like try other things. Here's the thing. If you're isolated only to tennis, and tennis is like your passion and it's what you're most into, but it's your only way of getting leg strength and your heart conditioning going, you're going to have a hard time dipping in and out. There's going to be periods for all of us because of family, because of work, because of relationships, whatever. There's going to be seasons where you can't just be a tennis player all the time year round. Other stuff is going to jump in at some point. Or maybe finances or whatever. It's going to get in the way of you being a full-time tennis player all the time. So the sooner you can find something that can supplement and make it so that it's not so hard to get back into it again physically, the easier that transition is, the more enjoyable, more quickly tennis can be as you jump back into it. I've just been thinking about this because I'm just really grateful that I got into cycling because it's making this transition for me much smoother than it was last time. The last time I made this transition back into trying to play competitive tennis, it was much more abrasive. It was much more challenging, much more frustrating because physically I was just so much further behind than where I wanted to be. And it was just that, like, it's a whole other additional hill you have to climb just to get back on the court and just feel like you're doing okay again. So something to think about. Hopefully there's some ideas in there that are helpful for you. Hopefully you have something already, but if you don't, highly recommend you find something so that you don't get stuck feeling like it's just like a mountain that you just can't climb or you don't want to climb if you're not doing something else on the side. Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well. I'll talk to you again soon.